Yes. Mukama favors venue. Kakati nga tonaba kujudginga caption. Before you judge the caption, I've put on this video. Before you judge the caption, I've put on this video. First, listen to me very well. I said stop fasting. There are things I want to note out down. If you are not doing them, and if you're doing them, you should stop fasting. I know we are struggling with the religion, with the Pentecostal religion in Uganda. I don't know other countries whereby every January, every beginning of the year, many churches, they declare fasting, which is not bad, Fasting is good. Fasting is godly. Fasting is an act of faith. It's an act of obedience and submission. That is wonderful. But I need to make some things clear here as an apostle of this generation, that if you are doing certain things, there are some things I'm going to note out down here today, this early morning. And if you're not doing some certain things and you are fasting, in court to say, not eating, you should stop fasting. In other words, you should begin eating. Because if we don't make this very clear, many people are going to be disappointed. They are going in courts to claim that they fasted January, but they were just on a hunger strike and just wasting time, not profiting anywhere in the spirit. Number one, if you're fasting in quotes, not eating, but you are not praying, please stop fasting. Go and eat your food. If you are fasting in quotes, not eating, you should go back and not praying. If you are fasting in quotes, not eating, and you are not praying, please go and eat your food in peace. Go and eat your food in peace, because fasting cannot go without prayer. Prayer can go without fasting, but fasting cannot go without prayer. You cannot claim to be fasting and not pray. These two, actually, fasting doesn't work in isolation. But prayer can go without fasting. But if you're fasting and not praying, just go and eat your food. Stop being on a hunger strike, because that is something not fasting. That is not fasting. That is just wasting time. Number two, if you are fasting in quotes, not eating, and you are not fellowshipping, you are not going to church, you are not reading your Bible. That's what I'm saying. First of all, if you are not fellowshipping in the days of fellowship, for example, the church declared a 30 days fast, 40 days fast, 21 days fast, 7 days fast, 3 days fast, 14 days fast, and they said that we are going to be here for the 14 days, and you are fasting and not going to church, not fellowshipping, just go and eat your food, because it is just a hunger strike. Fasting does not work in isolation. If you are fasting and not fellowshipping, please, you just can't eat your food. Just stop the fasting, because you are on a hunger strike. And some of you are fasting just because you are mwagala kusala weight. Tewali yokusiba kusobola kusala weight. Tekuliyo. That's a hunger strike. That's not fasting. Fasting is a spiritual thing. It's not a physical thing. Fasting goes beyond what we do or what we don't do. Fasting goes beyond what we have decided to do or not to do. It is something which works with the divine principles. It's something which works with the divine principles. So, mbagambe kisoka, if you are fasting and you're not praying, or Uganda again, unless you need to change and begin to pray. And if you are fasting and you are not you are not fellowshipping, then still it's okay. You can stop. Just stop the fasting. Stop the fasting, because you're just wasting time. You must fellowship. You must fellowship. Number 3, if you're fasting and not reading the word, if you're fasting and not reading the word, now we oliko oli mukatemba. You cannot fast and not read the word. You cannot fast and not read the word. Now again, if you're fasting and still hating a brother, now so first go and forgive a brother and then begin your fasting. First forgive a brother and begin your fasting. These are the actions, these are the principles, these are the codes, these are the patterns of fasting. Fasting is not just not eating, like some people are thinking. You must forgive a brother. If you are fasting and not giving, if you are fasting and you're not giving, then now these are things I'm trying to tell you, and I think I'll get more time and explain this more. If you're fasting and you're not giving, you're not helping out people, you're not helping, then you're not fasting. You're doing your own stuff, your own business. Fasting requires some principle applications. If you're not applying the applications, the principles, then you are not doing it right. Okay, until next time, I will catch up with you. Take care.